AL.com, joined by Lindell Mack Wilson. I like to call him Mack on the mic because, we did that deal back when we were, I guess, getting ready for the national championship a couple years ago with Alabama. And you
Yeah.
were our dude, our
Yeah.
Mack on the mic, going around and interviewing everybody. So I have fond memories of you doing that. So for those of you, I know everyone out here knows Mack Wilson is the man, former Alabama linebacker, just finished up his season with the Cleveland Browns as a rookie. And of course, real quick, want to give a shout out to our sponsors. This live stream brought to you by the Alabama Department of Labor. And Mack, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. I know you're in Atlanta right now because that's where you hang out, but I got to ask you, how's Cleveland, Ohio been?
It's been smooth. It's like everything I expected it to be. Basically, it's cold, something that I wasn't used to, so I had to kind of adjust to that. And
Okay.
I like the city though. It's not really much to do, but it's stuff that you can find to do. But I just be at the house chilling. So other than that, it's smooth.
So you're not about that cold weather, huh?
I mean, not really, but when it's time to play ball, I just block it out.
Yeah, I imagine that's got to be an adjustment, obviously, at Alabama. I remember this past season at Alabama. I want to say it was the second to last. It was the last home game of the season. So of course it's getting into November, and I remember the guys had like the heaters on the field, and it was like 55 degrees. So I know you guys at Alabama have always been very fortunate to have the warm weather well into the November months. So I imagine for you, as you're playing football well into the winter months, that's got to be an adjustment. But obviously you had a tremendous rookie season, 82 combined tackles in your rookie year, as well as an interception. Just give us kind of the lowdown. What was your rookie season like?
It was smooth. Just being able to go in and play behind veteran guys like Joe Schobert, Christian Kirksey, guys like that who was in front of me, who taught me a lot, who basically kind of just gave me the blueprint on, how to be successful as a linebacker in the National Football League. And, I didn't expect to play that early, but when my number was called, I always was ready. I always made sure that I stayed on top of my plays and, stayed on top of all the things that I need to know and need to have done, in order for me to prepare myself for that moment. And I feel like I went in, I started 14 games. I played pretty good. Wasn't what I wanted it to be, but it was a successful rookie year for me. So, I mean, I can say, I had fun and, I learned a lot, from that rookie season.
I love it because, Mack, you are all smiles right now, and rightfully so. I got to ask you, so what was like the biggest challenge or change you experienced when you transitioned from college ball at Alabama to the NFL? A lot of changes going on there.
I mean, a lot of people ask me this, and, I always say the same thing. It really wasn't much. I feel like Coach Saban did a great job with, like, preparing us for this level. And, I expected it to be, like, extremely, like, tough. But it was like, I kind of went through the same thing in college, so it's something like I was kind of used to, and training camp wasn't what I thought it was going to be. My training camp in college was worse, and just as far as like the gameplay, that's the only difference I'll say. Guys are stronger, guys are faster,
Mm-hmm.
and things just happen more quickly. So that's really the only change that I can say I feel like that's what it is.
Okay, so Alabama camp harder, or you said quote unquote worse. What was worse about it?
It was hot, physical every day. Coach Saban was on you, so it was like it was a lot basically, and I feel like what made it harder was just the physicalness of it, and just and with it being so hot, so that basically what it was. I feel like.
Yeah, so the cold weather in that regard, or at least the cooler temperature, is certainly a welcome thing. Now, let me ask you this: in your rookie season, who did you really enjoy going up against? Like, name a couple guys that you really enjoyed going up against, or at least kind of gave you a run for your money.
I'll say I was excited to go up against Tom Brady, of course, because he's like the GOAT of football, and like when his rookie year, I was 1 year old as a baby, so it was crazy to me. And guys like Russell Wilson, who's a great quarterback. Joe Mixon, who's a great running back. Had fun going up against, Mark Ingram, uh, Lamar Jackson, guys like that. It was I played some tough guys this year, so it was pretty dope. It was pretty fun, just being able to go up against some of the guys who, I watched as a kid, who's still around in the league right now, and I had fun basically just going out, every Sunday competing and just having fun.
All right, so one-on-one, is there like a cool story you can share with us, somebody you went up against, or maybe a relationship you developed one-on-one with any of these guys, or just somebody specific that you can share?
Like just I built a relationship with?
Yeah, who's somebody that you kind of built a relationship with, or a funny story or a cool story of maybe a game time experience, something you remember happening, during your rookie season?
Nothing really happened that I can think of, but a guy like Christian Kirksey, who I built a strong relationship with, my rookie year. He was always there for me, even when he was hurt and I had to go in and play for him. He always told me that, this your moment, like this is what you play ball for. So, he always, said all the positive things to me. It was never nothing, negative. He never like distanced himself, when he was hurt and things like that. He was always interactive with us. He was in the meetings, every game before we, broke out as linebackers. He was always there getting us pumped up, praying with us and things like that. And like he's just overall great guy. And, I feel like, he went by it, the right way, and that's why he gonna have a successful NFL career.
Sounds like you got some great mentors and guys kind of lifting you up along the way. So I want to take this conversation to another level, because there's always a lot of curiosity with guys. When you make that transition from college ball to the NFL, you're now getting paid. You're getting paid the big bucks. Like, come on, let's be real. We all know you're getting paid the big bucks, and we can say we knew Mack Wilson when. You were that 5-star Super Show kid. You remember the 5-star Super Show that you did back when you were, I guess, 18 years old, living in Montgomery?
Yeah.
At some point in time, we'll have to break that one back out for you. We'll have to tweet it out so all your fans out there can see it. That little kid, 18 years old, then we follow your career to Alabama. Now you're a pro, hanging with the best of them. How fun is your life right now? Like, I know that you probably envision like what life as a pro is, growing up, but like, how fun is life right now for Mack Wilson?
It's fun. Like I said, just, as a kid, watching guys like Odell Jarvis, Baker, playing against Myles Garrett and things like that, and now to be on teams with them is crazy. And, just being in the National Football League, it's a blessing because, everybody don't get this opportunity. And, I just feel like it's something that you got to take advantage of. It's a job. You got to take it seriously. You got to be a professional, about everything that you do. And, it's a good life, when you do everything that's right. And I feel like, that's what I've been doing. I'm not, a trouble guy. I'm not doing anything crazy to cause any trouble or to cause any problems to our organization. So, like I said, it's fun when you do everything right. So that what makes, this job so much fun. And, it's not easy at all though, but it could be fun if you do what's right.
And what would you say the coolest part about being a pro is? I know you've talked about getting to go up against some of the best people you dreamed of, people when you were an infant, got to see on TV. Kind of outside of that realm, what has been the coolest part about being a professional football player?
The coolest part.
Don't be shy now. Don't be shy.
I mean, it's not really cool. It's just like, it's just the support you have from the city that you're in, where your team, there's people who really like diehard fans of you. So I feel like that's probably the coolest thing, and to just be labeled as a pro athlete, and that's really it. I can say, it's really not too much. I'm a humble guy, so I don't really know like all that.
Oh, Mack Wilson being all Mr. Humble. Hey, that's cool. So you got some cool guys on the team, right? So you got Odell Beckham, you got Baker Mayfield, Myles Garrett. You talked about those guys. What is the vibe like in the locker room with those guys? I mean, you've got an eclectic mix of guys, running the show there, including yourself.
Man, the vibe is funny. It's funny. It's definitely funny. Like, just being in the locker room, we always listen to music, dancing, just, being guys, having a good time with each other. And, those are great people, in that locker room. And we all stay together as one. And we just we just be having fun. Like we just be ourselves. And, it's always good vibes. So it's never nothing negative. And we just have fun. That's about it, honestly.
Like, so who would you say in the locker room, like, cuts up the most and really just kind of gets everyone, like, in the free spirit mode?
I'll say it's between Chad Thomas or Demarius Randall when he was there. One of those guys.
So that you guys do a lot of dancing in the locker room. Who's somebody else that you could say that you vibe with the most? Somebody you've really just kind of become good friends with and kind of can cut up with and be yourself, but then also go to work and obviously go out and perform.
There's a couple guys, Taki, who I obviously came in with.
Mm-hmm.
Greedy, we be, having fun. I'll also get our work in, and some of the veteran guys too. I've developed a good relationship with the guys on the team. I'm all about the team, so I'm not a selfish guy who doesn't want to get to know, a guy that I'm going to war with every Sunday. So I try my best to develop a relationship with guys on the team. Therefore I can, feel comfortable with just, everything. Feel comfortable with just talking to him. I can feel comfortable with, him getting on me or me getting on him about something that I did wrong. So that's my biggest thing.
All right, so I got to ask you, because every rookie goes through this. Did you have any crazy rookie experiences or bets that you had to pay off with your teammates?
No, I honestly say, it wasn't nothing like that. Our linebacker room, was pretty strict, but, I can say, it wasn't none of that like hazing type of deal going on. We had to do the rookie dinner, which was like $9,000 something.
Woo!
We
Wow.
had to like bring snacks in our linebacker room and make sure that, we always had snacks in there. Everybody all the rookies have to like, sing like a song in front of the whole team. And we got to do like a rookie show. Like all of us got to put like a rookie show together.
Oh my goodness.
We watch it at the end of training camp. So it's fun though. It's nothing bad. It's all fun. Everybody go through it. So that's why I had fun with it basically.
Okay, so you had the rookie dinner. Where was that at? The $9,000. Where'd you guys go for your rookie dinner?
Chris.
What was it called?
Ruth Chris.
Oh, Ruth Chris. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. You can't go wrong there. Okay, so what song did you sing? Because I'm going to ask you to give us a little something there.
Man, I had our teammate Chad Thomas. He his name is Major Nine, so he makes songs. So I felt like if I sung one of his songs, the whole team will vibe, and I can, get my pass, and I won't have to do it again. So I had sung one of his songs, and everybody was turned up basically. So I got my pass.
Can you give us a little something? Come on, don't be too humble now. Come on, just give us like 2 lines.
It was it's the song called what's the song called? I gotta hold up. I had to think of it. It's his song called "Ready for War." Let's go like, "Ready for war, militant minded. I'm a young soldier. If you don't feel it in the air, you need to come closer." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. So I just saw that, and the team was vibing. So I got my pass basically.
You got your pass. I love it. Okay, so I'm a snack person. You said you were in charge of snacks. You had to bring them to the linebacker room. You had to make sure your guys were fueled up. Tell me what that Mack Wilson snack selection looks like.
It was straight junk food, like Rice Krispie treats, Andy Laffy Taffy, all types. But yeah, we just had to load it up. So we loaded up, and we won't have to load it up for a minute. So that's how we kind of did it.
I love that. Rice Krispie treats and Laffy Taffy. That's my way to go. I've got like cotton candy loaded up in my pantry right now. So I ain't afraid of that junk food, dude. All right. So you talked about your like the fan experience, getting to be in Cleveland, obviously the fans that come out. What is maybe one of the coolest or even craziest fan experiences you had?
It really not one. Yeah, I really don't have like a crazy experience. Like, I just feel like I get a lot of love, just from the fans, on social media, and even when they see me, it's always, cool, fun stuff, and that's really it. It's nothing. It's never been nothing like crazy or anything like that.
So obviously, would you say the fans, you're accustomed to Alabama fans? Like, how can you compare the two, Browns fans versus Alabama fans? Is there a comparison?
Nah, not really. I feel like it's more fans in the National Football League that's really like diehards and that's really just a fan of yours. So I
That's
feel like
awesome. That's cool. That's some good insight. All right, I got a question for you, and this is kind of a serious question. Are there too many LSU players on the Browns right now?
yeah, it is.
Tell me about that. Why are there too many of those guys? What's that relationship like?
Nah, it's good relationships. Obviously I had Greedy, Jarvis, and Odell last year.
Mm-hmm.
They added Jacob and Grant, so it's too much going on. So we added one too. We got Jed, but it's still too much LSU miss. So.
Do you guys chirp at each other? Or do you guys like when do you watch college ball together and chirp at each other when both your teams are playing?
Man, yeah, I had better drivers. If they win, I wear LSU shirt. So last year they won, and I had to post a picture of me in the LSU shirt. So
Yes, I remember that. That I bet that was a tough pill to swallow for you.
man, they was
Did
talking
you
about
actually
it.
have to like go out and purchase the LSU shirt? Like, did you have to pay for it?
Jarvis had it waiting. He had it in his book bag waiting for me.
Ugh, that's not good. Well, I guess that's what happens when you're outnumbered on your own football team. But it's cool you got Jedrick coming on the team. How excited are you for you to have some Alabama love there with you?
I'm excited. Jed's a great guy. He's a competitor. He's one of those young guys who came in and made a lot of the older guys better. He came in, worked hard, smart football player. Feel like he's gonna do some great things for us this year. He's gonna contribute, very early if you come in, work hard, and it's gonna be fun. So I just can't wait to get back together with everybody.
All right, I got a couple more questions for you. All right, I want you to be completely transparent and honest. What is the most fun thing that you've bought for yourself since you got drafted? The most fun thing, like hands down.
My car.
Your car. Okay, tell me about this car. I want to hear about it. I'm a car girl. I love cars.
It's a BMW i8 with the suicide doors.
Woo! The gold wings, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, so
I love it.
that's like one of the coolest things I bought.
What color is it?
Yellow.
Oh, wow. It's like yellow your color?
Yeah, like that's my favorite car color, like yellow.
Man, I bet you stand out. That sounds like a lot of fun. Now, of course, you follow the rules, so no speeding, right? You stay within the speed limits. You ain't taking that thing, for too many joyrides, right?
I'd be all right. I'd be doing right.
All right. So is there anything else in terms of big toys or big purchases? Anything that's kind of on your list of like one of these days I'm gonna pull the trigger and get this thing?
Oh yeah, of course I want to get another car. I want to get a truck at least. Still got to get my mom a crib in the car. So, it's a lot of things out there that I still got, set, that I want to achieve, and that's what I'm aiming for. To
Oh, that's awesome. Now, where does your mom live right now?
she's still in Montgomery.
Still in Montgomery. Okay, that's
I just
awesome.
got to get mom straight. So that's my goal first, and I'll take care of me.
We'll say a shout out to Mama. Obviously, a happy belated Mother's Day to your mom out there. And all right, just a couple more quick questions. Your buddy Henry Ruggs. Obviously, we featured him in Roads to the Pros. You got to be part of that cool series. Shout out to Wes Steiner for producing that series. You guys can find that of course on AL.com. Just your thoughts. Obviously, he gets drafted, bright future ahead. I mean, how much are you looking forward to seeing him play at the next level?
I'm looking forward to seeing him play a lot, contribute early. He's going to do a lot of great things. A guy who's that fast, all he needs to do is just, learn the system and, just use his speed to his advantage and, just create separation. And I feel like he's going to do a great job at the Raiders. Did a great job with, picking him early. So, he just got to go in and just have that same mindset, he had when he was in high school and college, and it's just work. Just don't feel like, nothing's going to be given to him. He got to go in with the mindset as, I don't know if I'm going to start, basically, and just work hard, man. It's something that we've all been doing our whole life, it's just working. And, I can vouch for him. He can vouch for me. We put in the time for this, for this moment. So you just got to go out, produce, and just have fun with it.
All right. And my last question for you, I want to get some advice from you. Advice to the incoming freshmen at Alabama right now. Obviously, it's a very different time because guys haven't been able to get on campus. They haven't been able to have that face-to-face, one-on-one interaction. So they're trying to have to figure some stuff out on their own. And you've been there, done that. You've made that transition. You've learned what it takes to be a college football player, an elite athlete, obviously now in the pros. What is your advice to some of those incoming freshmen and how they can best be prepared when it is time to get back on the football field?
My advice is, to just come in with a level head, as a freshman and just work hard, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna second guess yourself, when reality hits and, when the team get together, all the things that you maybe expected, may not happen. And you might second guess yourself and say, man, I should have never came to this school. I should have went somewhere else. But University of Alabama is the best, the best program in college football history. And I feel like, you made the right decision by going to Bama. Like you just gotta stay humble and just keep your head down and work, because I've had my phases my freshman year when I second guessed myself, even wanted to quit football my freshman year because it was so tough at Bama. And, I feel like that's what got me to this point today. And, I expected to play my freshman year, but I had, great guys in front of me. And, I took advantage of my opportunities on special teams. I made that a priority, and I had fun with it. My freshman year was fun, basically. With great guys and great leaders on that team, and you just gotta just work hard. No matter what where you at on the depth chart. No matter what you play, no matter if you don't play, no matter if you get redshirted, you still gotta show that man upstairs that you gonna be the player that he thought you'd be. The reason he gave you an offer. So just stay working. And I feel like you just gotta prepare yourself for a long 3 to 4 years, and it's gonna be tough. Nothing's gonna be easy, and it may be easy. Coach getting a little old, but I don't know. So you just gotta keep.
Come on, man. You don't think Nick Saban's gonna let up at this point, do you?
I don't know, man. Coach Saban getting a little old. He might be letting up.
Oh, look, take a look at this picture. Do you see your screen here? You guys hanging out there? Looks like you guys are having a good old time.
Jed behind me. I'm sitting by the two goats.
Uh-huh. Look at that. That looks like a lot of fun. Look, that was some great advice and certainly something that those guys can carry with them. And, your work ethic and your determination and everything that's gotten you to where you are today is certainly amazing, incredible, and can be seen by so many people. And so keep up the great work. We appreciate it, Mack, and we wish you all the best. Hopefully you guys get back out on the football field real soon. And we'll be thinking about you and cheering you on this upcoming season.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
This video was brought to you by the Alabama Department of Labor. Visit your local career center today to learn about our on-the-job training program for employees and employers.